Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, where the earth drops away into a turquoise sea that sparkles under a golden sun, or wandering through a forest so ancient it feels like time itself pauses to whisper secrets of the ages. This is our world, a planet bursting with beauty so breathtaking it can stop your heart and restart it in the same breath. From icy glaciers to fiery volcanoes, from deserts that stretch beyond the horizon to jungles pulsing with life, we're taking you on a journey to the 100 most beautiful places on Earth. Each one is a masterpiece painted by nature, sculpted by time, and waiting for you to discover. Keep reading, because by the end, you'll uncover a hidden gem so stunning it might just change how you see the world forever. Santorini, Greece, kicks off our list. Picture whitewashed buildings clinging to cliffs, their blue domes mirroring the endless Aegean Sea. The sunsets here burn the sky with pinks, oranges, and purples, casting a glow over cobblestone streets. Cycladic houses, stacked like sugar cubes, spill down toward the caldera, a sunken volcanic crater filled with water so clear it looks like glass. Wander through Oya's narrow alleys, where every corner reveals bougainvillea-draped walls and views that make you forget to breathe. The beaches, with black, red, and white sands, tell the story of the island's volcanic past. Swim in warm crystal waters, or sip coffee at a cliffside cafe as fishing boats bob below. Santorini feels like a dream you don't want to wake from, a place where beauty and history blend into something magical. Next, we soar to Machu Picchu, Peru, a city lost in time. High in the Andes Mountains, at 7,970 feet, this Incan ruin sits cradled by emerald peaks. Stone terraces and temples, built without mortar, stand strong after centuries, their precision defying explanation. Clouds drift through the site, wrapping it in mystery, while the Urubamba River snakes below. Hike the Inca Trail, a 4-day trek through misty forests and ancient steps, and arrive at the Sun Gate as dawn lights up the ruins. Llamas graze among the stones, and the air feels alive with the spirit of a civilization that thrived here 600 years ago. Machu Picchu isn't just a place. It's a journey into the heart of human ingenuity and nature's grandeur. Now, let's dive into the Great Barrier Reef, Australia. The world's largest coral reef system stretches over 1,400 miles, a kaleidoscope of color beneath the Pacific's surface. Home to 1,500 fish species, 400 types of coral, and creatures like turtles, sharks, and manta rays, it's a living masterpiece. Snorkel or dive to see clownfish darting through anemones, or glide over coral gardens glowing in shades of blue, pink, and yellow. From above, the reef forms turquoise patterns visible from space, a testament to its scale. Islands like the Whitsundays, with powdery beaches, offer gateways to this underwater wonderland. Climate change threatens its future, but for now, it remains a vibrant, awe-inspiring slice of Earth's beauty. Head north to Iceland's Blue Lagoon, a geothermal spa nestled in a lava field. Milky blue water, heated by the Earth's core, steams gently against black volcanic rocks. Soak in mineral-rich pools, your skin tingling from silica and sulfur, as the Arctic chill bites the air. Nearby, geysers erupt, and waterfalls like Gullfoss thunder through rugged canyons. The northern lights dance above in winter, painting the sky with green and purple ribbons. This is a land of fire and ice, where nature's raw power creates a surreal, almost alien beauty. The Blue Lagoon isn't just a spa, it's a window into Iceland's untamed soul. Across the globe, the Amazon rainforest in Brazil sprawls over 2.7 million square miles. This is Earth's green lung, producing 20% of the planet's oxygen. Walk its trails to hear howler monkeys scream and macaws screech, their scarlet wings flashing through the canopy. Jaguars prowl silently, while piranhas glide in murky rivers. Towering kapok trees, some 200 feet tall, form a ceiling of green, dripping with vines. Indigenous communities like the Yanomami live in harmony here, their knowledge of the forest as deep as its roots. Every step reveals life. Orchids blooming, ants marching in perfect lines, or the electric blue of a morpho butterfly. The Amazon is a chaotic, beautiful symphony of survival. Now, picture the Sahara Desert, stretching across North Africa. This is the world's largest hot desert, covering 3.6 million square miles. Golden dunes rise like waves, some 600 feet high, their shadows shifting with the sun. At dawn, the sand glows pink. At dusk, it burns red. Camels plod through, guided by Berber nomads who know the desert's secrets. Oasis towns like Morocco's Merzouga offer refuge, where palm trees shade cool springs. Lie under a star-filled sky, so clear it feels like you could touch the Milky Way. The Sahara's vastness humbles you, its silence louder than any city. In Japan, Kyoto's Arashiyama bamboo grove sways like a living cathedral. Bamboo stalks, some 100 feet tall, form a tunnel of green, their leaves whispering in the breeze. Sunlight filters through, casting dappled shadows on the path. Nearby, the Togetsukyo Bridge spans the Katsura River, framed by cherry blossoms in spring. Monkeys play in the nearby hills, and ancient temples like Tenryuji invite quiet reflection. Walking here feels like stepping into a painting, where every shade of green tells a story of peace and resilience. Arashiyama is Japan's soul distilled into a single serene moment. Let's climb to the Himalayas, where Mount Everest in Nepal stands as Earth's highest peak at 29,032 feet. Snow-capped and unyielding, it towers over a range that stretches across 5 countries. Sherpas guide climbers through icy crevasses and prayer flag-draped villages. The view from base camp at 17,598 feet reveals a jagged skyline of peaks piercing the clouds. Yaks carry supplies, their bells echoing in the thin air. The Himalayas are more than mountains. They're a spiritual frontier, where Buddhist monasteries cling to cliffs, and the wind carries ancient chants. Everest's majesty dares you to dream big. Down in Antarctica, the Drake Passage leads to a frozen continent of surreal beauty. Icebergs, some as big as cities, float in glassy waters, their blues glowing like gemstones. Penguins waddle on snowy slopes, while seals bask on ice floes. The silence here is profound, broken only by the crack of glaciers calving. At the South Pole, the sun circles the sky for 6 months, painting it with endless sunsets. Antarctica feels like another planet. Its stark, icy landscapes a reminder of Earth's raw, untamed edges. Visiting is a privilege, a chance to witness nature in its purest form. In the United States, Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming, bursts with geothermal wonders. Geysers like Old Faithful shoot boiling water 180 feet into the air, while hot springs bubble in colors of turquoise and orange. Bison roam grassy plains, and wolves howl under starry skies. The Grand Prismatic Spring, a rainbow pool 20 feet wide, steams in the crisp air, its hues vivid enough to seem unreal. Yellowstone sits on a supervolcano, its power simmering beneath the surface. Trails lead to waterfalls and canyons, each view a postcard of America's wild heart. This is nature untamed, alive, and unforgettable. Now sail to the Maldives, a necklace of 200 islands in the Indian Ocean. Coral atolls ring turquoise lagoons, where manta rays and tropical fish glide. Overwater bungalows perch on stilts, their glass floors revealing the sea below. White sand beaches, soft as powder, meet waters so clear you can see 100 feet down. At night, bioluminescent plankton light up the waves, turning the shore into a starry sea. The Maldives feel like paradise, but rising seas threaten their future, making every moment here precious. Snorkel, swim, or simply sit and let the beauty sink in. In Africa, Tanzania's Serengeti National Park pulses with life. This is the stage for the Great Migration, where 1.5 million wildebeest and 200,000 zebras thunder across the plains, chased by lions and hyenas. Acacia trees dot the savanna, their silhouettes iconic against fiery sunsets. Hot air balloons drift above, offering views of elephants, giraffes, and cheetahs in their natural realm. The Serengeti is raw, wild, and timeless, a place where you feel the heartbeat of the planet. Every dawn brings a new drama. Every dusk, a quiet awe. Let's wander to Petra, Jordan, a city carved into rose-red cliffs 2,000 years ago. The treasury, a towering facade etched into sandstone, emerges from a narrow canyon called the Sick. Camels rest in the shade, and Bedouin guides share tales of the Nabatean kingdom. Temples, tombs, and amphitheaters sprawl across the desert, their details still sharp, despite centuries of wind and sand. At night, candles light the Sick, casting a golden glow on the stone. Petra is a time capsule, blending human artistry with the stark beauty of the desert. It's a place that feels both ancient and alive. In New Zealand, Fiordland National Park stuns with its glacier-carved fjords. Milford Sound, the crown jewel, features cliffs rising 4,000 feet from inky waters. Dolphins leap, seals sunbathe, and waterfalls like Stirling Falls plunge 500 feet. Kayak through the fjord, dwarfed by Mitre Peak's jagged silhouette. Rainforests cling to the slopes, their greens vivid against the mist. Rudyard Kipling called this the eighth wonder of the world, and it's easy to see why. Fiordland is nature at its most dramatic, a place where mountains and sea collide in perfect harmony. Back in Europe, Italy's Amalfi Coast dazzles with its cliffside villages. Pastel-colored houses stack above the Tyrrhenian Sea, their lemon groves scenting the air. Drive the winding coastal road, where every turn reveals turquoise bays and sunlit cliffs. Positano's steep streets lead to pebbled beaches, while Amalfi's ancient cathedral gleams under the sun. Boats bob in harbors, and gelato shops tempt with every flavor. The Amalfi Coast is a slice of Mediterranean magic, where beauty, history, and la dolce vita blend into one unforgettable scene. Now, venture to Banff National Park, Canada, where turquoise lakes reflect snow-capped Rockies. Lake Louise, with its emerald waters, sits beneath Victoria Glacier, its surface mirroring the peaks. Canoe across its calm waters, or hike to the Lake Agnes Tea House for panoramic views. Nearby, Moraine Lake's 10 peaks form a postcard-perfect backdrop. Grizzly bears and elk roam the forests, while wildflowers blanket meadows in summer. Banff is a playground of natural wonders, its beauty so vivid it feels like a painting come to life. In Asia, Bhutan's Paro Valley glows with spiritual serenity. The Paro Taksang, or Tiger's Nest Monastery, clings to a cliff at 10,240 feet. Monks chant in golden-roofed temples, their prayers echoing through the valley. Prayer flags flutter in the breeze, and rice fields glow green under the Himalayan sun. Hike to the monastery, passing waterfalls and pine forests, and feel the peace that permeates this sacred place. Bhutan, with its focus on happiness over wealth, offers a beauty that's as much felt as seen, a rare and quiet magic. Let's float to Halong Bay, Vietnam, where 2,600 limestone karsts rise from emerald waters. Wooden junks sail between islands, their sails catching the breeze. Caves like Sung Sot reveal stalactites and stalagmites, while floating villages thrive on the water's edge. Kayak through hidden lagoons or climb to viewpoints for vistas that stretch to the horizon. Legend says dragons created these islands, their tails carving the bay. Halong's ethereal beauty feels like a myth brought to life, a place where earth and sea dance in perfect rhythm. In South America, Bolivia's Salar de Uyuni stretches as the world's largest salt flat, covering 4,000 square miles. After rain, it turns into a giant mirror, reflecting the sky so perfectly you can't tell where earth ends and heaven begins. Flamingos wade in nearby lagoons, their pink feathers vivid against the white expanse. At night, stars blanket the sky, unobstructed by city lights. Drive across the flat, where hexagonal salt tiles crunch underfoot. Uyuni is surreal, a place where reality bends and beauty defies imagination. Now let's trek to Patagonia, shared by Chile and Argentina. Here, Torres del Paine National Park showcases granite peaks, turquoise lakes, and sprawling glaciers. The 3 granite towers, Los Cuernos, rise like sentinels over the steppe. Guanacos graze, and condors soar above. Hike the W Trek to see gray glaciers, blue ice, or climb to the base of the towers for a view that steals your breath. Patagonia's wild, wind-swept beauty feels like the edge of the world, a place where nature reigns supreme. In India, the Taj Mahal in Agra glows like a vision in white marble. Built by Emperor Shah Jahan for his wife Mumtaz, this mausoleum is a love letter carved in stone. Its dome and minarets reflect in a long pool, especially stunning at sunrise. Intricate carvings and inlaid gems adorn its walls, telling stories of Mughal artistry. Crowds gather, but the Taj's serenity transcends the noise. It's not just a monument, it's a symbol of devotion. Its beauty timeless and universal. Off to Norway's Lofoten Islands, where jagged peaks plunge into the Arctic Ocean. Red fishing cabins, or roerbuer, dot the shores, their reflections shimmering in fjords. The northern lights swirl in winter, while summer brings the midnight sun, bathing the islands in endless light. Hike to Reinebringen for a view of mountains cradling turquoise bays. Cod dry on wooden racks, and whales breach offshore. Lofoten's dramatic beauty feels like a secret, a corner of earth where nature paints with bold, vivid strokes. In Africa, Victoria Falls, on the Zambia-Zimbabwe border, roars as one of the world's largest waterfalls. The Zambezi River plunges 354 feet, creating a mist that rises like a cloud, visible for miles. Rainbows arc through the spray, earning its local name, Mosi Oatunya, the smoke that thunders. Bungee jump from the bridge or raft the river's rapids for an adrenaline rush. Elephants and hippos roam nearby, adding to the wild allure. Victoria Falls is nature's power and beauty unleashed in one heart-pounding moment. Let's wander to Cappadocia, Turkey, where fairy chimneys and rock formations create an otherworldly landscape. Hot air balloons float at dawn, their colors vivid against the pastel sky. Ancient cave churches, carved by early Christians, hide frescoes in soft stone. Underground cities like Derinkuyu plunge 8 stories deep, a maze of tunnels and rooms. Stay in a cave hotel where history and comfort blend. Cappadocia's surreal beauty feels like a storybook, its strange shapes and soft light, a dream you can touch. In the Caribbean, Barbados's Bathsheba Beach stuns with its rugged charm. Massive boulders sculpted by waves dot the white sand. Surfers ride Atlantic swells, while palm trees sway in the trade winds. The water shifts from turquoise to deep blue, and coral reefs teem with life just offshore. At dawn, the beach glows golden, a quiet moment before the day begins. Bathsheba isn't just a beach. It's a slice of Caribbean soul, wild and free, where the ocean's rhythm sets the pace. Now, let's soar to Angel Falls, Venezuela, the world's tallest waterfall at 3,012 feet. Dropping from Ollantaytambo, a flat-topped mountain, it plunges into a jungle so dense it feels untouched. Mist rises where the water meets the Karapakupai River, and rainbows flicker in the spray. Canoe through the jungle or hike for a closer view, surrounded by orchids and monkeys. The falls, named for pilot Jimmy Angel, who spotted them in 1933, feel like a secret only nature could keep. This is raw, primal beauty at its finest. In China, Zhangjiajie National Forest Park inspires with its sandstone pillars, some 3,000 feet tall. Mist clings to their peaks, and bridges like the glass-bottomed Tianmen Skywalk test your courage. Cable cars glide through the forest, revealing views that inspired the floating mountains in Avatar. Monkeys chatter in the trees, and waterfalls spill into emerald pools. Zhangjiajie feels like a fantasy world, its bizarre rock formations and lush greenery a testament to nature's wild imagination. Let's drift to the Galapagos Islands, Ecuador, where evolution unfolds in real time. Giant tortoises lumber across volcanic landscapes, and iguanas bask on black lava rocks. Blue-footed boobies dance to courtmates, their feet flashing like sapphires. Snorkel with sea lions or watch frigate birds puff their red throats. Each island, from Santa Cruz to Isabela, offers unique wildlife and stark beauty. Darwin's discoveries here changed science forever, but the island's charm lies in their untouched, quirky splendor. In Australia, Uluru, or Ayers Rock, rises 1,142 feet from the outback's red dirt. This sandstone monolith glows crimson at sunrise and sunset, its surface shifting with the light. Sacred to the Anangu people, it's etched with ancient stories. Walk its base, where caves hold rock art, or learn its Dreamtime legends from local guides. Kangaroos hop nearby, and the desert sky explodes with stars at night. Uluru isn't just a rock. It's a spiritual anchor, its beauty rooted in culture and time. Now, let's explore the Dead Sea, straddling Israel and Jordan. This is Earth's lowest point, at 1,412 feet below sea level. Its water, 10 times saltier than the ocean, lets you float effortlessly. The shores, crusted with salt crystals, gleam under the sun. Mud rich in minerals coats your skin, a natural spa. The desert around it stretches in golden waves, and distant mountains frame the horizon. The Dead Sea is strange, serene, and beautiful, a place where you feel the planet's ancient pulse. In Russia, Lake Baikal in Siberia holds the title of the world's deepest lake, plunging 5,287 feet. It's also the oldest, formed 25 million years ago. In winter, its surface freezes into turquoise ice, clear enough to see fish below. In summer, it mirrors the sky and surrounding cliffs. Seals, unique to Baikal, bask on rocky shores. Hike its trails, or ride the Trans-Siberian Railway for views of its vastness. Baikal's clarity and scale make it a wonder, a blue heart beating in Siberia's wilds. Let's journey to Palawan, Philippines, where limestone cliffs meet turquoise seas. El Nido's lagoons, like Small and Big Lagoon, are hidden gems accessible by kayak. Coral reefs teem with fish, and beaches like Nakpan stretch in soft, white curves. The Puerto Princesa subterranean river, a UNESCO site, flows through a cave filled with stalactites. Palawan feels like a secret paradise, its waters and jungles bursting with life. Swim, dive, or simply bask in its untouched beauty. In Scotland, the Isle of Skye enchants with its rugged charm. The Cuillin Mountains rise sharply, their peaks piercing the clouds. The fairy pools, crystal clear and turquoise, cascade through glens. Old Man of Storr, a jagged rock pinnacle, looms over the landscape. Heather blankets the hills, and castles like Dunvegan stand guard. Skye's wild beauty, shaped by wind and sea, feels like a step into a Celtic myth, where every view tells a story of ancient clans and untamed nature. Now let's climb Kilimanjaro, Tanzania, Africa's highest peak at 19,341 feet. Snow crowns its summit, a stark contrast to the savanna below. Trek through rainforests, moorlands, and alpine deserts, each zone a new world. At Uhuru Peak, the sunrise paints the glaciers gold, and clouds blanket the plains below. Porters sing Swahili songs, their voices carrying through the thin air. Kilimanjaro is a challenge and a reward, its beauty both in the climb and the view from the top, where Africa unfolds before you. In Mexico, Chichen Itza's Mayan ruins stand as a testament to ancient genius. The Kukulkan Pyramid, with 365 steps for the days of the year, casts a serpent shadow during equinoxes. Cenotes, natural sinkholes, glow turquoise, their waters sacred to the Maya. Iguanas sunbathe on crumbling stones, and jaguar carvings guard the temples. At night, stars blanket the jungle sky. Chichen Itza blends history and beauty, its stones whispering stories of a civilization that mapped the stars. Let's sail to Bora Bora, French Polynesia, a jewel in the South Pacific. A turquoise lagoon encircles the island. protected by coral reefs. Overwater bungalows offer views of Mount Otamanu's green peak. Snorkel with stingrays or paddle to deserted motus, tiny islets of sand and palm. The water shifts from aqua to sapphire, and sunsets paint the sky in fiery hues. Bora Bora is paradise distilled. Its beauty so perfect, it feels like a postcard you can step into. In Chile, the Atacama Desert stretches as the driest place on Earth. Salt flats gleam under the sun, and geysers steam at El Tatio. Flamingos wade in red lagoons, their colors vivid against the arid landscape. At night, the sky is a stargazer's dream, with observatories like ALMA capturing the cosmos. Sandboard down dunes or explore Valle de la Luna, where rock formations mimic a lunar surface. The Atacama's stark beauty is otherworldly, a place where silence and stars reign. Now, let's wander to Plitvice Lakes, Croatia, where 16 turquoise lakes cascade through waterfalls. Wooden boardwalks wind through the park, offering views of crystal waters and lush forests. Fish dart in the shallows and bears roam the surrounding hills. The lakes, formed by mineral deposits, glow in shades of blue and green. In autumn, leaves turn gold, framing the falls. Plitvice is a fairy tale landscape, its beauty serene yet vibrant, a place where nature feels like a gentle embrace. In Egypt, the pyramids of Giza stand as timeless wonders. The Great Pyramid, built 4,500 years ago, towers at 481 feet, its limestone blocks precision cut. The Sphinx, with its lion's body and human face, guards the plateau. Camels plod across the sand, and the Nile glimmers nearby. At sunrise, the pyramids glow golden, their scale humbling. Giza isn't just history. It's a monument to human ambition, set against the desert's stark beauty, a place that feels eternal. Let's trek to the Great Wall of China, stretching 13,171 miles across rugged hills. Built to protect ancient dynasties, its stone path winds through mountains and forests. Watchtowers stand sentinel, offering views of green valleys and distant peaks. Walk its steps, worn smooth by centuries, and feel the weight of history. In spring, cherry blossoms frame the wall. In autumn, leaves blaze red. The Great Wall is more than a structure. It's a symbol of resilience, its beauty in its sheer endurance. In Iceland, Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon glimmers with floating icebergs. Chunks of ancient ice, some striped with volcanic ash, drift toward the sea. Seals swim among them, and the nearby Diamond Beach sparkles with ice scattered like gems. The lagoon's waters shift from turquoise to deep blue, reflecting the sky. At night, the northern lights ripple above, adding magic. Jökulsárlón is Iceland's icy heart, its beauty raw and fleeting, a reminder of nature's constant change. Now let's explore Antelope Canyon, Arizona, USA. This slot canyon, carved by flash floods, glows with smooth red sandstone walls. Sunlight filters through narrow openings, painting the rock in oranges, pinks, and purples. Guided tours reveal its curves, sculpted like a natural cathedral. The Navajo, who manage the site, share its sacred history. Antelope Canyon is a photographer's dream. Its beauty intimate, yet overwhelming, a hidden gem in the desert's heart. In Brazil, Iguaçu Falls straddles the border with Argentina, a spectacle of 275 waterfalls. The Devil's Throat, the largest, roars as water plunges 262 feet. Mist rises, and rainbows dance in the spray. Walkways offer close-up views, while jungle trails reveal toucans and capybara. The fall's power shakes the ground, yet their beauty is delicate, with butterflies fluttering in the mist. Iguazu is nature's masterpiece, a place where water and life collide in glorious chaos. Let's drift to the Seychelles, an archipelago of 115 islands in the Indian Ocean. Mahe's beaches, like Anselazio, boast powdery sand and granite boulders. Coral reefs teem with fish, and giant tortoises roam Aldabra Atoll. Palm forests shade hiking trails, and the Vallée de Mai grows the rare coco de mer. Sunsets paint the sky in pinks and oranges, and the sea glows warm. The Seychelles are a tropical Eden, their beauty pristine and untouched, a haven for dreamers. In Peru, Rainbow Mountain, or Vinicunca, stuns at 17,060 feet. Its slopes, striped in red, yellow, and green from mineral deposits, look like a painter's palette. Llamas and alpacas graze nearby, and Quechua locals share stories of the Andes. The trek is tough, with thin air and steep paths, but the view is worth every step. Clouds part to reveal colors so vivid they seem unreal. Rainbow Mountain is Earth's art, a hidden wonder high in the sky. Now, let's sail to the Greek island of Zakynthos, home to Navajo Beach. A white sand cove, framed by limestone cliffs, cradles a rusted shipwreck from 1980. The water, a vivid turquoise, glows under the sun. Swim-to-sea caves or cliff jump for thrills. From above, the beach looks like a painting, its isolation adding to its allure. Zakynthos is a slice of Mediterranean perfection, its beauty wild and untamed, a secret worth discovering. In Namibia, the Namib Desert meets the Atlantic at Skeleton Coast. Bleached whale bones and shipwrecks litter the shore, earning its haunting name. Dunes, some 1,000 feet tall, glow red under the sun. Oryx and jackals roam, surviving in this harsh land. The fog, rolling in from the ocean, creates an eerie beauty, where sand and sea blur. Skeleton Coast is stark and surreal, a place where nature's rawness feels both cruel and captivating. Let's climb to Bhutan's Punakha Dzong, a fortress at the confluence of two rivers. Known as the Palace of Great Happiness, its white walls and golden roofs gleam against green hills. Prayer wheels spin, and monks in red robes chant. Rhododendrons bloom in spring, and rice fields glow in autumn. The Dzong, built in 1637, blends human artistry with nature's splendor. Punakha is Bhutan's heart, its beauty serene and spiritual, a place where peace feels tangible. In Canada, Niagara Falls roars across the border with the USA. Three waterfalls, Horseshoe, American, and Bridal Veil, plunge up to 188 feet, their mist soaking onlookers. Boats like the Maid of the Mist sail close, while walkways offer dizzying views. At night, lights paint the falls in rainbow hues. The surrounding gorge, carved by millennia, adds rugged beauty. Niagara's power and scale make it a wonder, its roar a reminder of nature's unstoppable force. Now, let's wander to Jiuzhaigou Valley, China, a land of turquoise lakes and cascading waterfalls. Crystal Lake sparkles like glass, and Five Flower Lake reveals submerged trees through clear water. Snow-capped peaks frame the valley, and pandas roam the bamboo forests. Wooden paths wind through, offering views of nature's palette, blues, greens, and golds. Jiuzhaigou, a UNESCO site, feels like a fairy tale. Its beauty delicate yet overwhelming, a treasure tucked in the mountains. In Italy, Venice floats like a dream on its lagoon. Canals reflect pastel palaces, and gondolas glide under arched bridges. St. Mark's Square buzzes with life, its basilica glowing with golden mosaics. The Grand Canal, lined with Renaissance buildings, sparkles at dusk. Wander narrow alleys to find hidden piazzas and gelato shops. Venice's beauty is fragile, threatened by rising waters, but its charm is timeless. A city where history and water weave a unique spell. Let's trek to Mount Fuji, Japan, a perfect cone at 12,389 feet. Sacred to Shinto and Buddhist pilgrims, its snow-capped peak inspires poets and artists. Cherry blossoms frame it in spring, and lakes like Kawaguchi reflect its symmetry. Climb its trails in summer, joining thousands at dawn to see the sunrise. Fuji's elegance is Japan's soul, its beauty simple yet profound. A mountain that feels like a quiet prayer. In Italy, Venice floats like a dream on its lagoon. Canals reflect pastel palaces, and gondolas glide under arched bridges. St. Mark's Square buzzes with life, its basilica glowing with golden mosaics. The Grand Canal, lined with Renaissance buildings, sparkles at dusk. Wander narrow alleys to find hidden piazzas and gelato shops. Venice's beauty is fragile, threatened by rising waters, but its charm is timeless. A city where history and water weave a unique spell. Let's trek to Mount Fuji, Japan, a perfect cone at 12,389 feet. Sacred to Shinto and Buddhist pilgrims, its snow-capped peak inspires poets and artists. Cherry blossom frame it in spring, and lakes like Kawaguchi reflect its symmetry. Climb its trails in summer, joining thousands at dawn to see the sunrise. Fuji's elegance is Japan's soul, its beauty simple yet profound. A mountain that feels like a quiet prayer. In Australia, the Blue Mountains stun with their eucalyptus haze. Sandstone cliffs, like the Three Sisters, rise from lush valleys. Waterfalls, like Wentworth Falls, plunge into fern-filled gorges. Hike the giant stairway, or ride the scenic railway for panoramic views. Kangaroos bound through the bush, and the air smells of eucalyptus. The Blue Mountains are a rugged escape, their misty beauty a blend of wildness and calm, just an hour from Sydney. Now, let's sail to the Azores, Portugal, a volcanic archipelago in the Atlantic. São Miguel's Sete Cidades crater holds twin lakes, one green, one blue, framed by hydrangeas. Hot springs bubble at Furnace, and whales breach offshore. Trails wind through lush forests, and black sand beaches meet the sea. The Azores feel like a secret, their beauty raw and unspoiled, a place where nature rules with quiet grace. In Morocco, the Medina of Fez transports you to another time. Narrow alleys twist past spice markets and tiled fountains. Artisans hammer copper and dye leather in vibrant vats. The Al-Qarawiyyin Mosque, founded in 859, houses the world's oldest university. Minarets pierce the sky and rooftops glow at sunset. Fez's beauty lies in its chaos, a labyrinth of color and life, where every corner holds a story. Let's drift to Lake Louise, Canada, already mentioned but worth revisiting for its mirror-like waters. Its turquoise hue, from glacial silt reflects the Rockies' peaks. Canoe across its surface, or hike to the plain of 6 glaciers for tea with a view. In winter, the lake freezes, perfect for skating under snowy peaks. Louise's beauty is iconic, a postcard of Canada's wilderness, where nature's elegance feels eternal. In Costa Rica, Arenal volcano looms over lush rainforests. Hot springs, heated by the volcano, bubble in natural pools. Zip line through the canopy, spotting sloths and toucans. Lake Arenal reflects the volcano's cone, especially at sunrise. Trails lead to waterfalls like La Fortuna, cascading 230 feet. Arenal's beauty is alive, a blend of fire, water, and jungle, where adventure and serenity meet. Now, let's explore the Great Smoky Mountains, USA, straddling Tennessee and North Carolina. Mist cloaks the peaks, giving the park its name. Black bears roam forests of oak and pine, and fireflies light up summer nights in synchronized displays. Hike the Appalachian Trail, or visit Cades Cove, where deer graze in historic meadows. Waterfalls like Laurel Falls add to the charm. The Smokies' beauty is gentle, a place where nature feels like home. In Thailand, Phang Nga Bay dazzles with its limestone karsts and emerald waters. James Bond Island, with its iconic rock pinnacle, draws crowds, but the bay's true beauty lies in its hidden lagoons. Kayak through sea caves, or visit floating villages like Koh Phangan. Mangroves teem with life, and monkeys swing through trees. Phang Nga's beauty is exotic, a tropical dream where sea and stone create a surreal landscape. Let's climb to Machu Picchu again because its magic deserves a second look. The mist, the stones, the Andes embrace. It's a place that lingers in your soul. The Incas built it with such precision that modern engineers marvel. Llamas wander, and orchids bloom in the cloud forest. Every angle reveals a new wonder, a reminder that some places are worth revisiting. Their beauty inexhaustible. In Iceland, the Golden Circle weaves together geysers, waterfalls, and tectonic rifts. Gullfoss, a double-tiered fall, plunges into a canyon, its spray catching rainbows. Strókur geyser erupts every 10 minutes, shooting water 100 feet high. Thingvellir, where continents drift apart, offers a glimpse of Earth's raw power. The circle's beauty is dynamic, a showcase of Iceland's fiery heart, where every stop feels like a new adventure. Now, let's wander to the Dolomites, Italy, where jagged peaks pierce the sky. Cortina d'Ampezzo, a ski haven, sits amid meadows and cliffs. Lago di Braies, a turquoise lake, reflects snow-capped mountains. Hike the Trecime di Lavaredo for panoramic views or ski down powdery slopes. The Dolomites' beauty is bold, a blend of alpine charm and rugged grandeur, a playground for adventurers and dreamers alike. In India, Kerala's backwaters weave through palm-fringed canals. Houseboats glide past rice paddies and fishing villages where life moves at the water's pace. Kingfishers dart, and coconut groves sway in the breeze. At sunset, the sky burns orange, reflecting on the water. Kerala's beauty is tranquil, a green escape where time slows and nature's rhythm soothes the soul. Let's sail to the Great Blue Hole, Belize, a marine sinkhole 407 feet deep. This perfect circle, 1,043 feet wide, glows sapphire in the Caribbean. Dive to see stalactites and sharks in its depths. Coral reefs surround it, teeming with fish. From above, it's a dark blue eye in a turquoise sea, a natural wonder formed 150 years ago. The great blue hole is beauty and mystery, a portal to Earth's ancient past. In France, the lavender fields of Provence bloom in vibrant purple. From June to August, hills near Gordes and Soude ripple with color, their scent filling the air. Stone villages perch on cliffs, and sunflowers nod nearby. Cycle through the fields or sip wine at a vineyard as the sun sets. Provence's beauty is pastoral, a blend of nature and culture, where every view feels like a painting. Now, let's trek to the Matterhorn, Switzerland, one of the Alps' most iconic peaks at 14,692 feet. Its pyramid shape towers over Zermatt, a car-free village. Ski its slopes or climb its ridges, guided by experts. Alpine meadows bloom with edelweiss, and glaciers glint in the sun. The Matterhorn's beauty is timeless, a symbol of Switzerland's rugged charm, where adventure meets awe. In Mongolia, the Gobi Desert stretches across vast steppes and dunes. Nomads herd camels, their yurts dotting the landscape. Flaming cliffs, where dinosaur fossils were found, glow red at sunset. Kongor dunes, or the Singing Dunes, hum when the wind blows. The Gobi's beauty is stark, a land of extremes where silence and space create a profound sense of wonder. Let's wander to Dubrovnik, Croatia, the pearl of the Adriatic. Its medieval walls encircle a city of orange-tiled roofs and marble streets. The Adriatic Sea sparkles below, and islands like Lokrum beckon offshore. Walk the walls for views of forts and turquoise bays. Game of Thrones fans know it as King's Landing, but Dubrovnik's beauty is real. A blend of history and sea that captivates. In the USA, Yosemite National Park, California, stuns with its granite giants. El Capitan, a 3,000-foot rock face, looms over Yosemite Valley. Half Dome rises 4,737 feet. A hiker's challenge. Waterfalls like Yosemite Falls at 2,425 feet. Thunder in spring. Giant sequoias, some 3,000 years old, tower in Mariposa Grove. Bears and deer roam, and meadows bloom with wildflowers. Yosemite's beauty is monumental, a shrine to nature's power and grace. Now, let's sail to the Whitsunday Islands, Australia, a paradise of 74 islands. Heart Reef, a coral formation shaped like a heart, lies in the Great Barrier Reef. Whitehaven Beach, with its silica sand, swirls in turquoise waters. Sail or snorkel to see manta rays and turtles. The Whitsunday's beauty is pristine, a tropical escape where sea and sky blend into one breathtaking view. In Nepal, the Annapurna Circuit offers a trek through the Himalayas. Snowy peaks like Annapurna Wurs at 26,545 feet loom above. Villages like Manang nestle in valleys, their prayer flags fluttering. Cross Thorong La Pass at 17,769 feet for views of endless mountains. Rhododendrons bloom and yaks graze. The circuit's beauty is in its diversity, from jungles to alpine heights, a journey for the soul. Let's drift to the Pantanal, Brazil, the world's largest tropical wetland. Jaguars prowl and caimans glide in murky waters. Capybaras, the world's largest rodents, graze alongside piranhas. Birdwatchers spot hyacinth macaws and jabiru storks. River cruises reveal the wetland's heart, where sunrise paints the sky gold. The Pantanal's beauty is wild, a haven for wildlife, where nature feels untamed and alive. In Russia, the Golden Ring cities like Suzdal charm with their onion-domed churches. Wooden houses line cobblestone streets, and the Volga River reflects golden spires. Monasteries like the Trinity Lavra glow with frescoes. Meadows bloom with wildflowers, and samovars steam in cozy cafes. The Golden Ring's beauty is timeless, a glimpse of Russia's soul, where history and nature weave a quiet spell. Now let's trek to the Alps, specifically France's Chamonix Valley. Mont Blanc, at 15,781 feet, towers over glaciers and meadows. Cable cars climb to Aiguille du Midi for views of snowy peaks. Ski or hike through pine forests where chamois leap. Chamonix's beauty is alpine perfection, a place where mountains inspire and nature feels close enough to touch. In Japan, Shirakawa-go's Gassho-zukuri farmhouses, with their steep thatched roofs, nestle in a valley. Snow blankets them in winter, creating a fairy tale scene. Rice fields and rivers add green in summer. The village, a UNESCO site, feels frozen in time, its beauty in its simplicity and harmony with nature. Shirakawa-go is Japan's rural heart, a place where tradition shines. Let's sail to the Komodo Islands, Indonesia, home to the Komodo dragon. Pink Beach, tinted by coral, glows against turquoise seas. Dive to see manta rays and vibrant reefs. Hills offer views of jagged islands and azure bays. The dragons, up to 10 feet long, roam with prehistoric grace. Komodo's beauty is wild, a blend of sea and savagery, where nature feels ancient and untouched. In South Africa, Table Mountain looms over Cape Town. A cable car or hike leads to its flat summit, offering views of the city and Atlantic. Fynbos, unique shrubs, bloom in vibrant colors. Penguins waddle at nearby Boulders Beach, and the Cape of Good Hope juts into the sea. Table Mountain's beauty is bold, a landmark where land, sea, and sky meet in harmony. Now let's wander to the rice terraces of Banaue, Philippines, carved 2,000 years ago by the Ifugao people. These stairways to the sky climb steep hills, their green steps reflecting in water. Villages dot the landscape, and locals share ancient traditions. The terraces, a UNESCO site, blend human skill with nature's beauty, a testament to ingenuity and harmony. In Iceland, Seljalandsfoss waterfall plunges 197 feet, its spray catching rainbows. Walk behind the falls for a misty view, or hike to nearby Gljufrabui, hidden in a canyon. Green hills frame the scene, and sheep graze nearby. Seljalandsfoss's beauty is pure, a slice of Iceland's magic, where water and light create moments of wonder. Let's trek to the Faroe Islands, Denmark, where cliffs rise from the Atlantic. Villages like Gassadalur cling to green slopes, their waterfalls plunging into the sea. Puffins nest on cliffs, and sheep outnumber people. The weather shifts fast, painting dramatic skies. The Faroes' beauty is raw, a remote paradise where nature feels untouched and the ocean's voice is ever present. In Peru, the Nazca lines etch giant figures into the desert. Visible only from the air, these geoglyphs, a monkey, a spider, a hummingbird, span up to 1,200 feet. Created 2,000 years ago, their purpose remains a mystery. The desert's starkness enhances their allure, a canvas of ancient art. The Nazca Line's beauty is enigmatic, a puzzle carved into Earth's skin. Now let's sail to Raja Ampat, Indonesia, a diving paradise of the 500 islands. Coral reefs, among the world's richest, teem with fish and turtles. Limestone karsts rise from turquoise seas, and beaches glow white. Wayag Island's viewpoint offers a panorama of green peaks and blue lagoons. Raja Ampat's beauty is pristine, a marine Eden where nature's colors explode. In the USA, Glacier National Park, Montana, stuns with its rugged peaks and turquoise lakes. Going to the Sun Road winds through cedar forests and past waterfalls. Grizzly bears and mountain goats roam, and glaciers, though shrinking, gleam in the sun. Lake McDonald's pebbles create a rainbow underwater. Glacier's beauty is wild, a slice of America's untamed heart. Let's wander to Luang Prabang, Laos, where Buddhist temples glow in the morning mist. Monks in orange robes collect alms at dawn, and the Mekong River flows gently past. Waterfalls like Quang Si cascade into turquoise pools, perfect for swimming. French colonial buildings add charm, and night markets buzz with color. Luang Prabang's beauty is serene, a blend of spirituality and nature. In Chile, Easter Island's Moai statues stand like silent giants. Carved by the Rapa Nui, some 900 statues dot the volcanic landscape. Anakina Beach, with its white sand, contrasts the island's rugged cliffs. Sunsets light up the Moai, their faces gazing inland. Easter Island's beauty is mysterious, a place where history and isolation create a haunting allure. Now, let's trek to the Grand Canyon, Arizona, USA, a chasm 277 miles long and up to 18 miles wide. Carved by the Colorado River, its layers reveal 2 billion years of history. Sunrise paints the rock in reds and purples, and condors soar above. Hike the Bright Angel Trail, or raft the river for a closer view. The Grand Canyon's beauty is vast, a monument to time and nature's power. And finally, the hidden gem. Socotra, Yemen, an island in the Arabian Sea. Alien-like dragon's blood trees with red sap and umbrella shapes dot the landscape. White beaches meet turquoise waters, and caves hide ancient stalactites. Endemic species, like the Socotra sparrow, thrive in isolation. Socotra's beauty is otherworldly, a forgotten Eden where nature has sculpted a masterpiece unlike any other. This is the place that will linger in your dreams, a secret worth chasing to the ends of the earth.